Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. My name is Mr. Dr. Professor MBA, R.J. Nelson. You may recognize me from such films as What's Happening to My Body? And Where is all this hair coming from? Today, I'm here to talk to you about the organizational and activational effect of hormones. You might be wondering, what's a hormone? Is an endocrine gland. On the right is a hormone. In the hallway is a bloodstream. At the end of the bloodstream is a receptor cell. A hormone is a chemical messenger released from endocrine glands, such as the hypothalamus and the anterior pituitary, into the blood that travels all over the body to reach cells with the specific receptors for the hormone, like the gonads, the testes, and ovaries. When the hormone binds to the receptor site, it influences the probability of a behavior taking place. The testes and ovaries, for example, then release hormones that are important in the organization and activation of your behavior. It's important to remember that a hormone does not cause a behavior to happen. It only increases the likelihood a behavior will happen.
Professor Penguin here. Organization involves setting up the brain by affecting the function and structure of the hypothalamus in a way that it can be triggered to initiate a behavior later in life. Activation is the triggering of this behavior. An easy example of this is the concept of setting up dominoes and knocking them over. You have a set of dominoes. Setting them up in any pattern is you organizing them. Knocking them down then activates the design you organize. Making the brain male, masculinization, or making it female, feminization, is a similar process.
Discovered from studies on rats, we know that as testes develop, testosterone is released from the gonads into the bloodstream. It then travels to the brain where it is converted to estradiol, an estrogen, by an enzyme aromatase. It is the presence of estradiol that organizes the brain to be male, like setting up dominoes. Setting up the brain this way involves the changing size of the SDN-MPOA of the hypothalamus. The ovaries of females, on the other hand, don't release testosterone, so it is not converted to estradiol and does not masculinize the brain, so the brain remains female, setting up the dominoes in a different way. This is why females are considered to be the default sex. However, if females were to be treated with testosterone during the organizational phase known as the critical period, their brains would develop as males, as demonstrated by the size of testosterone-treated females' SDN-MPOA. All of these organizational effects take place in the very beginning stages of development. If organization did not take place, hormones would not be able to initiate behavior in the future. The activational effects of hormones arise during puberty. During puberty, hormone levels return to organizational levels, triggering physical changes and setting the stage for a behavior to occur in the appropriate context. This would be the knocking down stage of playing with dominoes. You have set up the pattern using hormones in the brain and now activate it by reintroducing the hormones. In brains, the reintroduction of testosterone initiates the onset of secondary male sexual characteristics such as hair growth, deepened voice, square jaw, and growth, as well as sexual behavior. In males, estrogen initiates activation of breast development, hair growth, menstruation, and the onset of sexual behavior. Puberty, the hypothalamus, an endocrine gland in the midbrain, secretes the hormone GnRH, which acts on the anterior pituitary, also the midbrain, and also the endocrine gland. Following this step, the anterior pituitary releases its own hormones, in this case LH and FSH, which travel through the bloodstream to the gonads to stimulate the production of sex steroid hormones, testosterone in males, and estrogen and progesterone in females. The elevated levels of sex steroid hormones then influence behaviors, such as the ones we talked about.
Now you know everything there is to know about the organizational-activational hypothesis. Go out and activate something. I just activated my beard. There's so many things to choose from, like organizing and activating your thoughts. Go put your newfound knowledge to good use.